real freedom is having nothing. I was freer when I didn't have a cent. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? No change, right? It's been the sentiment lately. Sitting there hanging out right there below that psychological $4,000 line. And I don't really got much to come out here and tell you. I mean, we're still looking to break up to one side or the other. Which way is it going to go? Take that magic 8 ball. We're starting to get people talking in both directions, as we always do in the cryptocurrency space. But today's a little different, right? You notice from the title, talking about Texas attacking Bitcoin. And I mean, I've been here for 3 years, right? And we knew that this day was coming. And I don't fear it, but I think we should talk about it a little bit. And you know who else wants to talk about it? My co-host Samantha over there in the chat.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you today, Samantha?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yep.
I'm feeling kind of sick myself.
Yeah, I was sick 4 or 5 days ago. That's the joy of other people's houses. And yeah, I think you got what I gave you.
Well, thanks for bringing it home to me, Samantha.
Oh, well, 5 days ago,
Caring
he was all
caring.
like, are you sure you're sick? Are you sure you can't just suck it up? Yeah, well, now you feel it. I know. It was bad. It was only bad for like 24 hours. So hopefully that's all you get.
All right. Echinacea will just have to be my best friend.
I did go out and buy some on the second day. That's what we got going on there. Yes.
So, I mean, before we dig into the news, I guess you want to take a look at Coin Paprika and see how there's no change. We'll make this real quick. I mean, pretty much this is just to see the price, and then I guess flip over to the Tally coin and see where we're at since we're not for profit. And we got a mission, right, Samantha?
We do have a mission.
And our mission is what?
Oh, to tell everyone and anyone about Bitcoin.
I know, right? I've already started in on my new boss telling about Bitcoin. I can't help myself. I don't know what it is.
I talked to one customer. Sadly, I need to talk to more co-workers, but I never do. But I did talk to one customer.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, if you're working with them, they don't got any money.
but I don't either. So it's like, really? That's when you're like, oh my God, epiphany moment.
All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? We got the Bitcoin price at $3,894. That is 0.07 in the green.
Ooh.
Down 1.19 in the last 24, up 3.69 in the last 7 day. BTC dominance at 51.5, pretty much. The overall market cap at 132 billion. I mean, do we really need to sit here and go through any of this? I'm not seeing any big changes. We got Litecoin and EOS sliding backwards a little bit more in the last 24 hours, but as you can see on the 7 day, I mean, retracement of 3% after a 19% gain and a 10% gain. Not really that big of a deal. You're always going to see these things in the cryptocurrency market. What goes up must come down. And it always seems like here in crypto, we overshoot and then correct. Like it's a standard. I think it's because a lot of this is a psychological, guessing at what the price is, speculating. All right, here we go. Steam, look at that, 51.9 cents. Thank you very much. Everybody, you guys should come over and give my Steam an upvote. Our post yesterday got 358 upvotes.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, I'm real proud of that one. It's been a while since I've had Steam upvotes like that. I mean, it was only 51 cents, but it's not about the money. It's the fact of, trying to get it out there because I'm sure it made the hot list, know.
The trendiness, yeah.
The trendiness. All right. Well, let's throw this thing off. We don't want to look at this market anymore. We got Tally coin out here. Look at this. $13.26 on our way to 900. I think that I checked over at the Google AdSense.
You think that you did?
No, I did check over at the Google AdSense. Actually, today when I got home from work, because I was wondering why it wasn't there a couple days ago.
Yeah, when it only said like.
Well, they had sent me an email and they went ahead and moved it. So it looks like anywhere between the 21st and the 25th, there'll be $139 and like 65 cents or something. So that should be buying our first ticket.
And that is all your guys' super chats because we get barely anything on monetization.
Yes, when we get under 100 views on a video, it's fractions of a cent. I think it's 1 penny per 100 views or something.
Thank you. That is awesome.
So yes, that's absolutely fantastic. As we, are not-for-profit and let you guys know everything that's going on and talk about the finances here openly. I'll take this off the $900 to help bring us closer to the goal. I know it's hard to donate Bitcoin at these prices. That's why there's also other avenues of the super chat. But PayPal is actually a little better because YouTube don't get their hands on any of it then.
That is true. It takes a little bit longer for PayPal to clear, but I mean with like 70 days or
friends and
something?
family
Yeah,
is
you're
direct.
fine. Oh, you're right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's stop begging for money because I hate that. Let's
Guess
get
my
rid of the
friends
screen
and
share.
family don't send me anything.
All right. There's the backyard. There's the super chat. There's the chat. There's the chat popped out for you, Samantha.
Yay!
I know. I'm sorry, guys. She was telling me I should have canceled today. So I mean, I was like, no. I was like, I'll come out here sick. I'll just tell them I'm sick. I mean, you guys are my friends. You know, I'd tell my friends I was sick too. So I'd be like, hey, dude, what's going on?
He didn't tell his boss he was sick though.
I just started.
I don't
tell them that.
I didn't tell my boss I was sick either. 5 days ago, I was all like, I'm fine as I'm dusting people's houses. Well, this pollen is intense today.
So, okay. I got 3 pieces of news as I normally do. Like I've been telling you guys, I've been trying to cut the show down to 30 minutes. So, I mean, that seems like if it's over 30 minutes, we get less YouTube views. That's what YouTube tells us.
Paul Rouleau is here. He says, good evening. R. Afterman is here. He says, evening. Crypto Shrugged author says, live at the same time as Adam Meister. What a choice. And you're in our chat. We love you.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And Paul Rouleau just gave us a $10 super chat. Oh. Viva la Bitcoin.
Viva la Bitcoin, Paul Rouleau, my man. I mean, this time I think it's May 25th and 26th. Maybe you should just,
come on, you were on the
come on down with us.
I think they have like commuter flights. You could work something out. I'm just saying.
We would love to have people come with us. As always,
bring the girlfriend, you got a brother, a sister, a niece, somebody. bring the Rouleau family.
We're a very interactive channel. We want you guys to hit us up on the email. We want you guys to hit us up on the Twitter. We want you guys to comment down below. We want you guys to come on the show, right? We want you to come talk with us about cryptocurrency and whatever you got going on, because I'm about this peer-to-peer stuff, because that's what's going to make us equal. I mean, I may not be the most educated person. I may not be, the brightest light bulb out there, but I know that when people work together and every man has a say and every man is equal, we're going to move towards a better future. And that's that whole, like, good money, bad money. It's undeniable. It's undeniable that we need to change the world.
It is undeniable. It is undeniable that we were all created equal and that this crap is not fair. And at no point did we get a say in it. And now we do. Because for a very long time, everybody thought, well, what can I do about it? I have to work. I have to get money from my country. I have to do what I do.
I mean, with that being said, you guys know we're pro Bitcoin, pro cryptocurrency, pro the anonymity, pro the privacy, pro putting down the government and the US dollar. So I see these things here as attacks. When you're coming out and you got the CFTC going ahead and finding one pool $1 million for not, pretty much having money transmittance licenses, not doing KYC, possibly because they're upset that they opened a brokerage in the Marshall Islands, which is known to be scammy. I mean, this is seeming like some sort of retaliation almost. But they're talking about how they're doing this as a form of a deterrent to prevent people from doing these things. Going ahead and opening up crypto shops, not registering with the government, not following the rules and regulations that we're starting to get a lot of, right? I mean, they're starting to get handed down. That's why we keep talking about these securities.
Yes. I mean, like when the price was bull running, no one really wanted to make any actual regulation. That's when everybody started to go, oh my God, we need to start regulating this stuff. And now, sadly, this is the aftermath of everybody going, oh my God, no, people can't be millionaires without us. No.
I mean, I see even more as I look at this. I see that maybe we've talked about things like the bear market being manipulation, that it may be lasting longer than it should be. Well, we know the government takes a long time to get things done. So if there is, I'm just saying, conspiracy theory, put on that tinfoil hat. I know Sam always has hers on over there. Yeah. What if they're helping to suppress this price a little bit while they go ahead and implement these regulations? Because we're looking at Texas House Bill number 4371. They want Texans to identify themselves before they use cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies. And then they're saying that they want to go ahead.
Yes.
And then they want to go ahead and make banks have security and protocols and tools to be able to help you identify which people are legitimate and have registered their addresses with the government, so that
their
you can
identity,
continue to
their addresses, their account, their whole 9 yards, like
everything. And if you don't, then you're illegal, you're breaking the law. But even if you send to somebody who is not registered, they're talking about this is illegal. This would be illegal. Now, I mean, before everybody goes all crazy, there's no way that they can do this. I mean, you boil it right down, and I mean, look at torrenting, right? I mean, I know a lot about torrenting. I used to do a lot of torrenting back in the day.
Yeah,
and I don't believe in paying for media. You know
how the copyright thing that says like federal years in prison, and yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my throat.
I know.
All right. So, I mean, I don't even know if this would pass. You know, there's a lot of things stacked against this. Maybe they're just trying to throw it out there. I didn't write down the guy's name. I mean, it sounds more. I mean, how do you enforce something like this? Especially now that we're looking at CoinJoin. I mean, we're looking at not only, I mean, Lightning's out, right? Lightning's in beta. Lightning's starting to make some real headway, especially since the light torch passing. Well, privacy is next on the forefront. I mean, we're not there yet. Bitcoin's not $1 million. We're not going to the store. We're not paying our bills in it and all this other stuff. So we got time, right? I guess this is just another one of those, like you see Colorado and you see Wyoming that are pro cryptocurrency. You're going to see other places go against it. And I mean, this also boils back to the same conversation I've had before, that all 51 states are not the same here. And we see this with the marijuana law regulations. And we're going to see this with the cryptocurrency regulations.
It was with everything, because remember way back when, with segregation, and the bigger cities were letting ethnicities go to college and high school, and then the other states were still having it banned. And then, yes, with the alcohol and the cigarettes, I mean, sadly, we are like united and yet like separate. But
I mean, it's going to put America behind, especially when you see, I mean, places like North Korea. I mean, we heard, I don't even remember what it was, but it was like Bulgaria or something weird like that.
Yes, like Bosnia,
that they
Bulgaria,
had cryptocurrency, and during the run-up, it was high enough that they sold it, and it was enough to pay off their national deficit.
Yes, I do remember, and it was a B, but it was something really weird.
So,
yes.
I mean, where is this going to go, and how is this going to end up? This is just letting you know that maybe a shot's been fired, you know, that maybe there's a little bit of a red flag, like a warning, you know, keep your eye on the horizon. I mean, I've been talking recently with a friend of mine about not getting Bitcoin without KYC, right?
Yeah.
That's getting to be a little bit of a bigger thing. How do you go about that? Well, plausible deniability, right? You got hacked. You lost it. You gave it away as a donation to WikiLeaks.
I have other people that use my IP address along with myself.
Well, I mean, you would have record from buying it from Coinbase or Gemini or wherever, because you did KYC when you gave over your wire transfer or Bitcoin or debit card transaction.
Yes, the only real, there isn't anything except a person, the local Bitcoin, like that kind of like, hey buddy, like, let's make an exchange.
So, I mean, I couldn't even imagine what this would look like, having people registering their Bitcoin addresses and people not registering their Bitcoin addresses.
And if you're
it's like Bitcoin's not even...
Yes, and an unregistered, like, that's still an illegal transaction.
Yes.
Even if you did your part, but the dude on the other end didn't.
Why are you sending him money? It's that whole, they want to know everything you're doing. They want their hands in the cookie jar. They want their taxes. They want their money. They want to know what's going on. Because why? Because they have to control us. You know, this always kind of boils back to all of that. Like, yes, there are people that do better for themselves and break out of their class structure. You know, poor, middle class, upper class. But it's not a high percentage. You know, you're not looking at 50% of the poor becoming middle class and 50% of the middle class are becoming upper class. It's hard. It takes a lot of work. It takes sacrifice and dedication. That's what I'm always talking about here, is that I'm working hard to break out of that poverty and maybe get into the middle class, because I'm probably 3 generations of poverty. You know, these things don't just happen. Somebody has to come along and do the hard work in order to get out of them.
Yeah, somebody has to break the mold. You know, somebody has to.
But then at the same time, with the way that the dollar is and the way that the government is and the way that everything is becoming politically correct and everyone has a part-time job and no one gets benefits and no one really wants to take care of you and all of these things, that when you go to get an employer, they'd rather have you get 3 part-time jobs and give you benefits. It's pushing down the population. The rich are becoming middle class, the middle class are becoming poor, and the poor are becoming the unbanked.
Yeah.
And when you're the unbanked and you have no voice, what are you going to do? I mean, these are the things that they talk about when they say leads America to revolutions and riots and stuff like that. Because too many of these people collecting will revolt. And this is when we talk about the possible overthrow of the dollar, because it's not doing what it's supposed to do, and that's taking care of the people, right? I mean, what good is that piece of paper that says "In God We Trust" if it's not doing anything for me?
All right.
I know, I'm not feeling good. I'm just going off on rants out here. You get me going on the man and the government and money.
I know. It's all right. We do hate the man, but, you know.
Give me a fishing pole, a sailboat.
We don't need to talk to nobody. Nothing. It'll be fine. I'll make friends with a flipper. It'll be great. All right. Our afternoon.
We watched too much TV when we were kids.
I know, right? I know. I keep thinking a dog or a dolphin are going to freaking tell me something to say. Neither one is happening. Our Rogerman says that he chose here too, instead of Adam Meister.
Thank you guys. I mean,
the pothead is here. He says, "Hi, crypto fam."
I mean, I love Adam Meister. He was the one that got me started. He used to sit out there and I'd watch him, and he was like, "If I can do this, you can do this. There's no reason you can't do this." And I was like, you know what? There is no reason that I can't do this.
Yes, he talked about getting motivated and doing things.
It must have taken me 3 or 4 months to actually work up to it, but I started changing who I am because I was a shy person, and I've abolished that. Now I have no problem getting out here. I was nervous about going live for a long time.
Yes, because for some reason I don't even comprehend it now, because now that we've went live. But I mean, the 15-minute videos and stuff, you would do 2 and 3 takes, and you'd stop somewhere in the middle, be like, "Oh man, I messed up that word," or "Oh, I switched the thing around," and it was just like, I mean, but that's what we were worried about, like when it was like, "Oh, we're not going to be able to like stop, pause."
So how are we coming here on the time? I got one more news thing to cover, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this all up.
Well, we're at 18 minutes.
All right, we're doing well.
The pothead says screw crypto, or screw Texas. And our Afterman says go to Puerto Rico.
You know, I heard that it wasn't as good as it used to be. Like, people were saying that it was a crypto haven, and now I guess the crypto people are kind of hard to come by down there.
I mean, I don't even know if it still has its little kooky, the frog coin. Yeah. And our Afterman gave us the $1 super chat.
Oh, our Afterman, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that.
And Paul Ruther says all rights reduced to privileges. Yeah. I know. I mean, it really sucks that, like, driver's licenses.
Yeah, that was the one I was going with, too.
Things that you really think you have worked for and deserve and are supposed to be able to.
You need
why
a driver's
do you get
license.
to tell me I can't? And, no, that's a privilege.
Here in Florida, I mean, I know people that have lost their driver's license. Way back when I was 21, I lost my driver's license for a few months because of a DUI. I mean, we've all been there. We've all done it. I learned my lesson, $7,000 a few months later, and I was like, never again, I'll get an Uber.
He didn't submit to a sobriety test.
Yes.
And that is actually part of the privileges part. When you sign that, it says if you don't, then you're screwed and they take it away.
So, I mean, you, like, can't survive unless you go to a big city, and then public transportation is a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of things that we really don't think should be privileges, our government still really do think they're privileges. Ask China if they think the freaking internet is a privilege.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
ask them if they'd like to hop on Facebook.
I mean, really?
All right. So, talking about China, talking about these things, we got Samsung Galaxy S10 phones.
Yeah.
Right? We've been talking about these ones for a little while.
The $1,000 snazzy one, yeah.
Right. We're talking about how they got the special chip in it, and we're talking about, you know, cryptocurrency wallets and integration in it. Well, it looks like that we were half right. We seen some unboxings, and they had only Ethereum and no Bitcoin and no ERC20s. Well, now they're coming out a few hours back that I seen this article. It says that Ethereum ERC20 tokens are a go.
Okay, so both.
Then they're talking about dApps, that they're going to have 4 dApps that come on it already. We're talking about Engine. That's why we had the big pump, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's already heard about that one. I never heard of this one. Beauty Community Cosme, COSMEE. Never heard of it. CryptoKitties and CoinDuck, the payment system. So I've heard of Engine, I've heard of CryptoKitties, heard of CoinDuck, so that's awesome. I mean, we always talk about dApps, right? We talk about how that they're supposed to be one of the big motivators for some of these cryptocurrencies to actually drive the price up. Like Tron. Tron's a great one. EOS, right? That's another one. The problem is that no one's using them, right? You know, we're talking about a couple hundred users a day. Some of the best. And we need thousands. Millions would be nice.
Hundreds of thousands at least.
10, 20,000 would be awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a plus. I mean, once again, it's always baby steps in the right direction. News is going to fudge you out. Don't FOMO and buy too much. Stay strong and steady and know that the future is crypto.
I mean, I really hope nobody bought a Samsung phone just because they were all like, oh, yeah.
No Bitcoin. So,
I mean, but I really hope that, yes, they weren't thinking like this is going to be the answer to my hardware needs. Like, just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they got the integrated chip and everything, but still, I mean, a good old Ledger Nano S for like $48 or $50 something now. I mean,
they make so many of them. I mean, just make sure you buy it from the actual manufacturer, not off of eBay or something else. And
I mean, you can even go to Amazon and buy it through Amazon, and then they'll come directly from Ledger or Trezor. Or there's also the crypto or HW crypto wallets, another one of the big ones that sells them. I mean, but you guys all got one, right? I mean, are we really talking about this? Because I know you guys have been here for a while. No one's at the bottom of this bear market unless they've been here for a minute. And you guys have all definitely taken the precautions to make sure this cryptocurrency is secure. Because if you're still here, it's because you know this is going somewhere. And why do we know it's going somewhere? Because things always get better, right? They can only get bad for so long. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So
we're still at the beginning.
We're at the beginning.
Just at the crappy
but it's going to get better,
part.
Right? That's the point, is that we're going to make the world a better place.
Yes.
And I don't think that's going to die off. I mean, it's been getting bigger exponentially every year that I've been here. And I'm not stopping, and I don't see anyone else stopping.
I mean, just ask somebody, you know, go back in time, warp loveliness, but, you know, go ask somebody 10, 15 years ago about a Cash App, and, I can transfer. Are you kidding me?
Right.
They would look at you like you were literally from another planet talking some crazy mumbo jumbo. And this is what we're doing to these people now. This is inevitable. It is going to happen.
All right. I'm sick.
I know you are.
I'm going to wrap it up, you guys.
Contaminated.
I do appreciate you guys coming out here. I'm not trying to keep you guys from Adam Meister. Of course, you got to go check him out. He is a true patron who has been here from the beginning. He has onboarded and motivated a lot of people. I have nothing but the highest regards for that man. So I hope one day to be able to shake his hand and actually see him in person. I've been on a show twice now.
I know, right?
So, I mean, he's a little bit of a mentor, right? I mean, I would look up to Adam Meister and try to emulate him.
Yeah. I don't know. The man is a minimalist, and he also has a lot of.
Some of it's a little far-fetched for me.
I don't know if it's restraint. It's like, yes, it's
willpower.
Like willpower.
Yes.
And I don't know. That's is
definitely,
yes.
That is a strong characteristic, and I applaud him for that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets. As always, I'm on a lot of different social media platforms. You got to come over. You got to come follow me on these different social media platforms. Give me the thumbs up. You got to give this video the thumbs up. Right, because that's how people are going to find us. You got to hit that share button because I know you guys all got Facebook. You all got Twitter, right? Crypto Twitter. If you're in crypto and you don't have a Twitter, I don't know what you're doing either. So
get a Twitter.
Get a Twitter. Share my video. Come over. Give my Twitter a heart. All right. While you're there, come over to Steams, Mines, Tribes, all these things. Collect these cryptocurrencies that are worth nothing because the next bull run's coming. That's inevitable. So this is a time of accumulation in these other ones. And if they're free for social media posting, big plus right there, right? Yeah. We've all seen the price of Steam shoot up. Now we got more variety of options.
Yeah, we're waiting for that tribe.
I think it's just because I started on day one with that. I got thousands and thousands.
Yes, when you're seeing the thousands, it's all like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I got 20,000.
Be like 50 cents at any point in time.
Right. Life-changing from tribe tokens. Oh, Samantha, I love you. All right, you guys, go out there, have a great day, take care of each other, and remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.